Hey everybody, it's Tallara and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. On our last episode, we explored the wide world of Mira and got to see so many interesting things, fight a ton of monsters, and plant a bunch of probes. However, today we have made it back to the main city of New LA, and we're going to switch gears a little bit. Today, we're going to be doing side quests. First up, we're going to speak to Kirsty. We actually did a couple of quests for her recently, but it looks like she's got even more for us to do, so let's check in with her. Now, hold on. The supplies we brought from Earth are already starting to run out. These rates of uranium mining aren't enough to keep New LA going. Yes, I know you're all doing the best you can, but look, it's just not enough. We can't... Oh, hey, Rookie, glad to see you back. And apologies for the scene you walked in on. What's going on, Kirsty? Well, I suppose this concerns you too. May as well brief you on it. In the months since crashing here, we've gone through most of the resources we brought with us on the White Whale. We're now in the process of transitioning to materials acquired through Frontier Nav. More than anything, we need a large supply of uranium to ensure operations here can continue. But with so few data probes in place, it's difficult. Everyone's so busy that a lot of important work has gone undone. Maybe you can lend a hand? First, I need 750 units of uranium. Then, I need someone to deal with a pack of juvenile simius that keep hassling pathfinders out in Primordia. And finally, I have my own little spec op. I need a storage device known as Data Unit FN093 to be recovered. It contains some top-secret info. If my calculations are correct, it should have also fallen to the planet's surface somewhere out in Primordia. If you take care of all that, I'll make sure it's worth your while. Deal? Well, I can't say no to you, Kirsty, can I? Planetary Pioneer. So we need to continue the survey of Primordia using Frontier Nav. And there's actually 3 parts to this quest. Primordia Trailblazing 1, 2, and 3. Kirsty's really making us work for our rewards here today. Alright, we will track this mission in our panel. So first up, we need to find the required uranium for the rebuilding work of New LA and give it to Kirsty. Then we need to defeat the indigents who keep attacking the Pathfinders in Primordia. And then we need to acquire the data unit FN093 for Kirsty. Alright then, to mine more uranium, you'll need to install new data probes. You know the deal, right? I'd recommend expanding Primordia's Frontier Nav as you tackle other missions in the area. Such efficiency is the Pathfinder way. Try to keep that in mind as you work, Rookie. Alright, well, thanks for the advice, Kirsty. No worries, but it's still nice to get a thanks once in a while, so keep it up. Finish this mission and you'll be a full-fledged blade as far as I'm concerned. Alright, good luck out there. The people of New LA are counting on Frontier Nav, which means they're counting on you. Alright, so luckily for us, we already planted a lot of data probes, but I'm not sure how much uranium we have. Let's go to our Frontier Nav screen and see. Oh, if mining total, which is in the bottom right, is the amount of uranium we have, then we have 2,875, which means we should have more than enough to help Kirsty out. Let's see.
How's it going?
How goes the uranium gathering? I think 750 units should be enough to see us through for the time being. Well, Kirsty, you're in luck. I have even more than the screen showed. Apparently I have over 5,000 uranium, so here you are. Thanks a bunch. I'll see that it gets distributed among the city's industries. Alright, so part 1 of Kirsty's mission is complete. We gave the uranium to Kirsty, and that should last her for a while. I hope you'll tackle the rest of my Primordia assignments with the same vigor. Oh, we can't just leave you hanging now, can we, Kirsty? Alright, so it looks like the next part of our quest is actually outside of New LA. So let's see if we fast travel, we can cut down on a bit of travel time. Looks like the indigents who keep attacking the Pathfinders in Primordia are just to the east of FN Site 116. So let's fast travel out there, and then we'll go find the problem indigents. You guys mentioned on one of my previous episodes that it's well worth doing the side quests in this game because they contain a lot of lore and world building materials, so I'm always one for side quests. That's the reason I play open world games and RPGs. I like being very thorough in my explanation and doing all of the side quests. So to hear that doing so will not only reward us with money and experience points, but also information, lore, that's an even better reward to me. I really want to immerse myself as much into this game as possible, so we will definitely be doing as many side quests as we can. Now, it looks like we're in the target area, however, I do not see any indigents. I'm wondering if that's due to the time of day. It's nighttime, and there's no monsters here, although the moon is out and looking absolutely breathtaking. But sometimes certain monsters only appear at day or night, so what we might need to do is actually fast travel to a place where we can skip time. So if we fast travel, for instance, to FN Site 118, we can quickly access this little camp right here, which will allow us to change the time of day. We could probably have changed the time of day as well by going back to New LA, but it seemed easier to just go here. So let's do a big jump. Whoa! Ah, my jump wasn't quite big enough to get up on that platform. That's frustrating. Maybe we should have just went back to New LA. That honestly might have been easier, but you know what? We can't give up now. It's time for us to jump as high as we possibly can. Speaking of comments, thank you all so much for your comments on my videos so far. I really appreciate it. I love hearing from you guys, and it sounds like many of you guys are also playing Xenoblade Chronicles X right now, so I really hope you're enjoying your journey as well. If you're new to my series, this is my very first blind playthrough of the game, so I'm going into it with eyes wide open, just trying to do and see everything that I can, but I love hearing about your guys' journeys as well, so thanks again for watching. Alright, we made it to the base camp. That wasn't so bad after all. Now we can change time to daytime, not late night. Morning. Afternoon, there we go. Lunchtime on the dot should be good. Now, let's see if that makes a difference. Woo, it is bright. Oh my goodness. I almost burned my retinas off. To go from the dead of night to the peak of day. My eyes weren't ready for that adjustment. But as I was saying, let's see if that makes a difference as to the monsters that we're tasked with exterminating. Let's see if they're actually there in the daytime or not, or if there's something else that we have to try. Can't see any monsters from here, but they might still be spawning in. Ah yes, here we go. They're here now. We've got the juvenile simius. There's 3 of them. 2 level 10s and 1 level 9. We're all level 13 except for Arena, who's level 15. So this should be no problem at all. So far, I've been really enjoying using my full girl squad of, well, me, Tallara, Elma, Lynn, and Arena. I just feel like we're a really balanced party. We've got 2 DPS in me and Elma. Lynn is our tank, and then Arena is our healer. And we're just out here kicking butts and spreading positive female energy. And I love it. Talk about girl power, am I right? We're like the intergalactic Spice Girls. Spreading positivity and badassery wherever we go for women everywhere. Maybe once all is said and done and we've found a place for ourselves here, we can stop fighting and instead make a girl group. That'd be the dream. Alright, one more is right here.
We have to take them on. Start with melee.
Let's do it, girls. Alright, there we go. That should be all the monsters that we were tasked with exterminating? No, it's not. It says there should be 2 more. Oh, they're over here. Okay. So there were 5 monkeys that we had to exterminate for our good friend Kirsty. There are 2 more right over here. I'm not sure why these monkeys pose more of a challenge than all the other monkeys in this area. I feel like this area is just crawling with monkeys, so I'm not sure what these did specifically to call for destruction, but hey, a quest is a quest, right?
And do some damage. Take this!
That's
Let's
number
move.
4, and then there should be one more right here.
You won't stop
Sorry,
us.
juvenile
Let's see what you
simius.
got.
I know this probably feels personal, but blame Kirsty, not me.
Backslash. Button slinger. It worked. Close in and seal the deal. Backslash. Backslash. You're freaking out. Topple them with Goblin. Got it. Now follow up with a melee strike. Now it's my turn. Revenge. They never
Nice. Alright, Primordia Trailblazing 2 is complete. We defeated the Indigens, and now the Pathfinders can go about their business. We'll grab our rewards, if you call stiff hair and mucus rewards, and then let's see where the final part of Kirsty's quest wants to take us. So we should be able to track it right here. Show on map. Oh, it's pretty far up to the northwest in an area that we actually haven't been to before. Interesting. Okay, well, the best way for us to get there is probably fast traveling right here to Grieving Plains, and then we'll head on up. So it's a good thing that this item that Kirsty's looking for must have some sort of tracking mechanism, because I was a little worried when she was like, yeah, we dropped something out of the White Whale and it's somewhere on the world. It's like, that doesn't narrow things down for us much, Kirsty. I'm a little worried about that, but it must have had some sort of tracking beacon in it, because we're able to literally track it right to its destination. So that makes our job a little bit easier, because otherwise, can you imagine?
You and me.
Just being like, oh yeah, I dropped something somewhere on planet Earth. I need you to find it. Bit of a tall order there, but luckily, we've got the technology to narrow down the position a little bit. Before we can get there, though, this young Grex has decided he wants a piece of us, and I think he's going to regret that pretty quickly.
Yes, we did it.
And he certainly regretted that. We got 2 white mirror glasses for defeating him. Now we'll go around this way. This is going to be basically uncharted territory for us. We haven't been over this way, and right away, I see something pretty cool. Look at these trees. They almost look like coral, which is interesting to see them grow on land. I wonder if at some point this whole place was underwater, or if the flora of this planet is just inherently different than what we'd see on Earth. We've got waterfalls here. Now the issue is I don't know that I can go around this way. I think we're gonna have to go back up the way we came and sort of loop back around. Luckily, the beauty with this game is even when you're forced to run 1,200 meters in one direction to pick up a collectible for your friend Kirsty, you're greeted with stunning views and lots of interesting things to battle and treasures to collect, so it's really never boring. I'll certainly be excited if later on in the game we get our own mech. It's sort of been alluded to multiple times that we might get a skell of our own, and I really hope that's the case, because can you imagine how cool it would be to just trek around here in a mech? It rhymes and everything. That's how cool it would be. Alright, we've got an abandoned container here in the middle of the lake, but I can't seem to interact with it. That seems a little weird, doesn't it? Perhaps this is something I need more firepower, if you will, for. If we had a big mech, we might be able to pick up that giant crate, but I guess if not, we'll just keep swimming. Luckily, this river looks to bring us right where we need to go, and on the way, we can look at the beautiful views. Look at that waterfall up ahead. Multiple waterfalls, in fact. That is beautiful. On the sides of the river, it looks like there's some items that we've been tasked to pick up. Rabbit research. We need to pick up ZZ rabbits. So there are, you know, more official side quests like the one we're doing for Kirsty that have story, but then there's also more just typical fetch quest type things that you can pick up from the mission board, and that's where these little collectibles are coming into play. There, we've got some treasure we can harvest, and then here's maybe the final rabbit that we need for this fetch quest. Oops, big jump. Yes, rabbit research. We gathered ZZ rabbits and delivered them to the biologist. Now, we were definitely going in the right direction, but alas, we may have hit a roadblock. How am I going to traverse this waterfall? Is there any treasure behind it, perhaps? Nope, just a stone wall. Alright. This may require some maneuvering up and around. Okay, I found sort of a beaten path here, so I think this leads us more in the right direction now. While it was perhaps noble of me to think I was going to swim to my destination, the path is usually a better bet. And in fact, by following the path, it looks like we're going to come across another outpost. We're at the Biano grasslands here now. You know, there's lots of monsters around, but there should be some humans right here by the looks of things. Biano grasslands, BC. Is anyone up? I know it's the middle of the night.
Listen.
If you travel southeast and cut through the Grieving Plains, you can reach the west gate of the habitat. Be careful, you'll face vicious indigents if you stray from the path. Well, I understand that now, because I did stray from the path. Although, to our credit, we didn't really come across vicious indigents. We came across something even worse. A dead end. But we are on the right track now, but all I gotta say is, I hope whatever this thing Kirsty wants us to get for her is worth it, because this has been a trek and a half. On the bright side, it's obviously allowed us to see even more of the world and unlock some new landmarks, pick up some treasures. So again, not a waste of our time, but holy moly. This thing was certainly far away. It does look like we're going to need to do a little bit more swimming here as we've reached the Biano River, which is quite wide. Luckily, it is very, very calm. We've got no rapids to fight against or anything like that. Ooh, and it looks like up ahead we've actually got a new probe spot, as well as a mountain that has some weird green growths coming out the side of it. That's kind of cool. Alright, Kirsty's lost item should be right here somewhere. Welcome to the Green Threshold. Now, we've also found FN Site 103. I don't see Kirsty's lost items. Let's start with the probe, I suppose. Perfect. Probe set up, which unlocks recon for the surrounding segments. And now, Kirsty, where is your lost item? Did one of these monsters eat it, perhaps? Let's see in our mission information if there's anything. Oops. I wanted to click this button. Obtain the data unit FN093 in Primordia's Green Threshold. Yeah, that doesn't help me. Now, previously, when we got to the location... Oh, wait. I think I spoke too soon. Got it. I just had to look more closely. There it is. We obtained data unit FN093. What kind of information is inside? Well, that's the real question, right? Didn't Kirsty say it was top secret information? Alright, so regardless, we've done everything she's asked of us now. We've given her resources, we've cleared out monsters, and now we found her missing items. So let's fast travel back to New LA so we can report in to Kirsty and let her know that we're all finished. Now, Kirsty, I think you were just down here, right? Yes. Hello. I'm glad you're up so late. It is almost 1 a.m., but Kirsty is still working. Good. Thanks to everyone's efforts, Frontier Nav continues to grow. How are things on your end? Those missions I gave you coming along? I don't think we need to boast about it. We'll politely inform our superior that all tasks are complete. Well, you've given us enough Moranium, and you've completed the other tasks perfectly. You say it like it's just another day's work, but those weren't easy assignments for a new blade. You've been a big help. Now I think the effort to build New LA can finally get back on track. You've proven yourself. From this point on, I'll be treating you as a full-fledged blade. Oh, and here's your payment. I look forward to working with you again, Tallara. Mission complete. She paid us good 7,000 reward monies. We completed the survey task of Primordia, contributing to the gradual recovery of New LA. Alright, perfect. That's one mission down. Now, I see there's an affinity mission here. Is that something we can access at this time? It looks like we need to be level 15 before we can accept this mission, so we'll hold off on that for now, but there are a ton of other missions that we can pick up. Okay, so the next quest I want to do is one that we actually ran by on, I believe, the previous episode, and I said we're going to come back to that. I'm not going to get sidetracked. If I remember correctly, there was a guy just here outside of New LA that had a quest for us. We'll try to find him momentarily after we take down this nocturnal Vesper who has rudely interrupted us.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Alright, that was easy. Now, were you out this way? I should double check my map. It's probably marked. Yes, he should be straight ahead. See, bud, I told you I'd come back for you, whoever you are. And I always keep my word. Alright, there he is. Nathan, hello. Do you need some assistance? Please, Monica, you've got to understand. As Blades, our first priority is coming home alive. And as the one responsible for this team, I had to take the path with the least amount of risk. So, you want to give up his life to save ours? Pathetic. Look, if you don't want to go, that's fine. I'll find Connor alone. Monica, that's crazy. Will you please listen to me for a second? Huh? What is it? If you're out here, I'm guessing it's because you're a Blade. In that case, let me ask you something. Should an entire team risk their lives to rescue one single member? Or should that team run back to New LA like a pair of sniveling cowards and wait for reinforcements? I mean, I'm not sure if I'd use the descriptor sniveling coward, but if it was my team, I would search for my missing teammate immediately. See? You've got guts. What if our friend dies while we're sitting on our asses back in NLA? What then? And if the two of us go missing as well, how does that help Connor? This is difficult to ask, but would you head north to Sickle Rock Rise and see if you can find an interceptor named Connor? He's part of our team. We got separated on a survey job, and he hasn't come back. Alright, so that's our quest. It's called Welcome Back, Connor. Nathan's teammate Connor has gone missing. We need to find him as soon as possible. Thank you. I know it should be me going instead, but we got beaten to a pulp when our survey mission turned into an impromptu copper cinicula hunt. Honestly, we're both at a loss here, as you can probably tell. I'm afraid if we go, we'll just invite more trouble. I'm sorry you had to see any of this, but know that I really appreciate the help. We both do. As soon as we know Connor's location, we'll do our best to rescue him. Please help us find our friend. Alright, so we've got our quest. One thing that I find really cool about this game, and something that's present in the other Xenoblade games as well, is the affinity chart. So by meeting the different people in the world, you actually fill out the affinity chart. You can see all the named characters that we've met so far, and perhaps most importantly, you get to see the relationship. Like, for example, Elma and Irina. Irina is the ex-subordinate of Elma, who was her colonel. And then between Elma and Gwyn, same thing. And then between Elma and Vandam. Vandam is the reliable team officer. Or Elma is the reliable team officer of Vandam, who is the commanding officer. And then you can click on each character to learn a bit more about them. For example, Elma is age 29. She's a human female. And then we can go see our other party members if you want to learn a little bit more about them. Irina's 27. Lynn is 13. How old is Tatsu? Tatsu is also 13. Interesting. Their relationship is described as... Lynn looks at Tatsu as food, and Tatsu tells Lynn, Tatsu not tasty. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this in case you haven't seen it. The affinity chart is pretty cool, and then as you come across new people, they will be added, as well as their relationships. So you can see Nathan and Monica we just met, their relationship. Monica is a hardhead, or Nathan thinks Monica's a hardhead, and Monica thinks Nathan is a coward leader, for instance. So that's always been something that I've found really cool in Xenoblade Chronicles games. It makes you feel like you're playing in a real living world. These aren't just nameless NPCs. They're fully fleshed out characters who have their own relationships, their own backstories, and their own thoughts on each other. So I always think it's pretty cool to fill that out. Now, it looks like Connor was last seen up on that overlook right there, and on the way, there is a probe spot. Have we already put a probe in this spot? I feel like we might have. This place looks familiar to me, but obviously, we'll check it out. Yeah, I think we have. This is FN Site 114. We've already been here before. Okay. That's fine and cool. Luckily, these giant beetle things are actually not interested in me, which is good, because they are way above our level range right now. Getting closer to Connor, though, you can see there's some of those gross spiders who are much more close to our level, but unfortunately are also going to be a lot more interested in us, so we'll see if we're going to have to fight them or not. I think if we just sort of stay down here, we can pick up all the shinies, which is always awesome, and then kind of give those spiders a wide berth until we find Connor. Hey, Connor! Are you here? Yes, Connor, you're alive! You've got quite a view.
Hey.
Oh, sweet baby back ribs, you're human! I guess my luck hasn't completely run out on me. Those monsters were chasing me everywhere. First I ran out of ammo, then I lost my comm device, then, well, I was pretty sure my time was up. Oh, we either say that Nathan sent me to find him, or Monica was worried about him. I mean, realistically, Nathan did not send me, so we will say it was Monica. She was worried about you. Why am I not surprised? I mean, it's sweet of her to care, but she's always been a bit of a worrywart. Still, I suppose I should report back and let them know I'm okay. I hate to bother you, but could you help me look for my comm device? It should be nearby. I know we're both fellow Blades and all, but I'm still willing to pay you for your time. It's my goof-up that put us here anyway. Okay, of course. You said it was nearby. That is 500 meters away on the other side of a giant dinosaur, so... I think my definition of not far away and Connor's definition of not far away are very different. Regardless, we can salvage this skell wreckage before we go. Now let's go see if we can find Connor's comms device! Whoa! I talked about this last time, but I'm so glad there's no fall damage in this game. It makes the game feel even more open. You can literally just run and jump anywhere you see. No restrictions. Just have fun, and I love it. Now, it looks like this monster right here is one of the monsters for my side quest that we picked up. So why don't we wake him up from his nap before we go through here. Luckily, even though we're beating the crap out of this guy, it looks like his friends are not waking up from their nap. They could have cared less. Alright, and Lynn's ability is leveled up, so that's good. Not even sure what we were looking for from that guy, but I don't think we got it, so we'll keep moving. Somehow, Connor's comms device ended up on that rock overhang right there. So, let's go find it. Uh-oh. Is that a level 36 monster up there? How in the world are we gonna get past those? Connor, what did you sign me up for here? Yes. Looks like his comms device is being guarded by 2 level 36 monsters. Fantastic. Let's see. I don't even see it exact. Oh, it's over there. Okay, let's see if we give the monsters a wide enough berth. We'll quickly grab it and run. Woo! Okay.
Who's gonna wreck your life?
They saw me, but at the very last second, let's see if we can run away. Sorry, Arena. You're the ritual sacrifice here. Connor, you owe me big time for this. Elma's down.
I'm sorry.
The monsters are real far away, though. We did it. Phew. Yeah, I can see now why Connor said that he was going to pay me for this, because he knew what he was asking me to do was not easy. So thanks for that, Connor. Let's fight another one of these things on our way back up.
All right, let's do it. It worked. Close it out. My turn.
Hit him again for me. Backslash.
Slinger. Furious blast. They're freaking out. I'll put them again. Nice. Move in and do some damage.
There we go.
Hope I
That
ain't
actually
getting
completed
away.
the quest. Apparently I just had to hunt these things. So perfect. That's another quest down. We'll grab our loot. And now I gotta go give Connor a piece of my mind for making me do that. All this for a comm device. Alright. Luckily, it looks to be another beautiful day here on our new home planet. Let's do a little jumping. Go back up to the peak of this little outcropping to report into Connor. Hey man, I got your comms device.
Well,
Any luck? Once I've got that baby, I can reach the others no matter where they are. Here it is. Hey, nice work. I'm impressed. Glad to see at least one of us here as a pro. And now I know who to turn to for help next time things take a turn for the worse. Alright, let me call up the others here. I managed to get in touch with my team, thanks to you. They're on their way here now. Here, this is my way of saying thanks. I really appreciate the help. Mission complete. We found Connor's comm device. It seems he's managed to get in touch with Nathan and the others. Alright, it looks like Connor has another quest for us. Hey there, Tallara. I managed to get in touch with my team thanks to you. They're on their way here now. So, what are you doing back out here anyway? You bored or something? I mean, I never left, Connor. But anywho. If so, I suppose I can give you that bounty assignment that I flubbed. The mark's a bold cinicula that has been running around making life hell for everyone. Interesting. I mean, hey, we've come this far. I've done this much for you. We may as well finish the job, right? Let's express interest in the assignment. Ah, somebody's chomping at the bit, huh? I bet you take that bad boy down without breaking a sweat. I'll forward the details to your comms device. Have at it whenever you'd like. Alright, time for us to complete the bounty that Connor was tasked to do. We'll track that mission. And then let's see. Oh, it's quite far away. It's almost 2,000 meters away. Let's see if we've got a fast travel point that'll cut down on travel time. We sure do. I can fast travel right here to the Grieving Plains. And it should be just straight north from there. Alright. Let's go see what we've got. Looks like there might be some sort of wreckage or treasure on the other side of this rock, so I want to check that out too. Aha, vehicle wreckage. Nice. You know I love me some good loot. Now, the monster we're looking for should be just up here. Hopefully it's not a time of day thing. It's 9 AM. Hopefully the, what's it called? Cinicula is out and about. Just the name of that makes me think it's probably a bug. Yep, sure is. It's one of those giant beetles. Alright. Fantastic. Bold cinicula. Here it is.
You won't stop us. Let's
Yeah.
see what you've got.
Let's do this thing, ladies.
We should weaken them just to be safe.
Prepare. Frozen insanity. Furious blast. Yes. Rematch. Early bird. Slinger.
Now, this thing is technically only level 8, but it is well armored, and each of its legs is actually showing up as level 11. So this thing is tough.
I've been saving this side flash. Upper hand. Now cripple slinger.
I'm hoping, though, if we can cripple its leg,
Shadow strike.
they won't be very happy about that.
Furious blast.
There we go. Oh, wow. We knocked him right on his butt. Nice.
Move in and do some damage. Nailed it.
This thing has a lot of health. I think this is the closest thing to a boss we've fought in quite some time. Since our main story missions. Luckily, he's big and he's thick, but he doesn't necessarily do a whole lot of damage. Arena's doing a good job at keeping us healed up. Lynn's doing a good job of tanking. So now me and Elma are just doing as much damage as we can. And he's actually almost half health.
Move in and do some damage. Take this! Tougher than they look. Help! Prepare! Shadow strike!
I love how this random cow pig thing is just walking through the middle of battle like doo-doo-doo. Nothing to see here, just these people murdering the giant bug. I'm sure I'm not gonna get caught in the crossfire. It's like, to have the confidence of that pig monster right there. Alright, Cinicula Assault is complete. We defeated the bold Cinicula and completed Connor's request. Oh, now Mr. Piggy decided to get involved in the battle. He was waiting for us to take down the bug before he got involved. Which, I mean, honestly, shut up Mr. Piggy was a good strategy. Unfortunately for Mr. Piggy, or Mr. Seward, if you want to use his birth certificate name, he didn't have much of a chance in that battle. Alright. Nice. Now, I guess since we're done with Connor and his gang out here, we can go back into the city and pick up some more quests there. It looks like we officially got to 20% survey completion out here in the world as well, which is exciting. And before we go back to the city, I do see some white whale wreckage right over here that we're going to investigate. Hopefully that level 22 monster is not going to interrupt me before we do it. Nope, we're good. White whale debris. Phew. Hey, we actually got a level up for that. Very nice. Alright. Now we can go back to New LA and pick up our next quest. As you can see, there are lots of quests to choose from, so it's going to be kind of a pick your poison type of situation. Alright, back on the main concourse, I see Carl right up ahead has a mission for us. Hello, Carl. How can we help you? So, we got orders to go check out this cave or whatever up north, but I'm thinking, hey, can we not? You're a Blade, right? You know what it's like. You've been saddled with any annoying missions lately? Yeah, I mean, honestly, we have gotten some pretty annoying assignments. Sounds like you and me have a lot in common. At least now we both have a friend to vent to. And speaking of, get a load of this. So this cave, right, that we're supposed to look at? Total nest of nasty monsters. Because, of course. And they're like, it could be dangerous to leave them alive, which is secret big brass code for, go kill them all, grunt, which is just, ugh. Man, I just don't get it. Why does Trevor keep dumping the awful jobs on me? Maybe if I wait long enough, some lone combat nut will stumble across the cave and go all commando. Take care of it for me. Wait, I saw that look. That was totally a look. You want this job, don't you? I mean, I don't know if I'd go so far as to say that, but, okay, City Saviors now. The recommended level for this is level 16, so we're a little bit under-leveled. But hey, we're always up for a challenge, right? Apparently indigents have built a nest in a cave near New LA. We need to go there and investigate. So sure, Carl will do your job for you. How about that? Seems to be a running theme here today. Seriously, you'll really go? Holy smokes, I can't believe that worked. I should have tried it ages ago. Okay then, first you should just go scout the cave out, you know? If you leave through the west gate, it's a little bit north. Alright, well let's see when he says a little bit north. How far north he means. Actually not that far. It is just outside the west gate. I'll give it to you, Carl. That was a pretty good descriptor. So we can just fast travel over to the west gate. And then it looks like the cave must be basically in the wall of the city. I can see why people are worried about this. This is very close by to the city. On the way, I guess I picked up a side quest for these creeping blottas, which are only level 2, so honestly, not even really worth our time. But hey, a quest is a quest. I'm not even sure what the quest is, if it's a simple elimination quest, if I'm looking for a certain item from them, but sure we'll find out once we take down a few.
You won't stop us. Way ahead.
Ask questions later.
Hey, giant flash!
Now, it looks like the cave should be like just right here? Or is it up a little bit? I think it might be up on top of the cliff a little bit. Okay. Let's go back and around. Here we go. So the cave was just on the other side of this rock formation, but still very close to the city. As we approach, we get a little cutscene, and those must be the monsters. They're those little piggy things. At least they're not bugs. When they said nest, I thought bugs. Carl to field team. Come in, field team. Yo, how goes? You find those beasties yet? What? There's a bunch of young ones in the cave. Well, damn. I don't want to tell anyone they've got to go blast piglets, even if they're monster piglets. Oh, I guess that's the Interceptor way, right? Secure mankind's safety no matter the target. Yeah, that's a real moral conundrum there, but you're the one who has to live with it, so I'm gonna leave it up to you. Over and out. Dang, this is actually a difficult decision for me. But one thing I gotta say is I like that we have a decision. You can see we've got 2 different quest objectives. We either go kill the piglets or we just go back to town. So I really like that they're giving us an option. The question is, what do we do? I mean, I just feel like attacking and killing children, that's just a big no-no. It doesn't matter if we're talking about aliens, if we're talking about humans, if we're talking about monsters, if we're talking about animals. I just feel so bad. And I'm a huge animal lover, and these things look too much like piggies. That piglets, it's really pulling at my heartstrings. Will they eventually grow up, become big, scary monsters that might attack us? Yes, but I'd feel a lot better taking them out than now when they're just babies. And it doesn't even look like they have any parents or anything. I don't think I could do it. If you guys have done this quest, you'll have to let me know what you ended up deciding, but my heart is telling me we need to leave those little guys alone. And I really like that we get the opportunity to do so. So I'm actually going to go back to New LA. We'll speak to Carl and tell him that I just couldn't do it.
Hey.
Hey, welcome back. How'd the native animal slaughter thing go? Oh, you let him go? No, I totally get it. Monsters or not, you'd still feel bad about killing kids. Exactly, Carl. Not an agreement. I'm so glad I asked someone nice like you, Tallara. Here, I swiped this from storage. It's not much, but help yourself. City Saviors is complete. We didn't actually have to do much. We decided to spare the little Suids, but we still got rewarded with experience and money. So hey, we'll take it. I'll take it from here. My superior Trevor will probably have some ideas on how to proceed. Doing good always gets me pumped. What a rush, right? Heck yeah, Carl. We're doing our thing. Alright, that's another mission complete. Now, let's keep heading north. Honestly, we haven't even really left the area immediately surrounding our barracks very much, so let's head north and explore a little bit, and maybe there'll be some more quests up this way. Certainly lots of mechs going around. We've got different characters. Yolanda here. Hello. What are you doing here, Yolanda? What does it look like? We're having ourselves a little chit-chat over drinks and poker, trying to figure out how we're gonna make fat coin on our next mission. You got a problem with that? Don't get the quaint idea that everyone in Blade is some brainless sheep in Nagi and Vandam's flock. Tomorrow we might all be dead, so anyone who's not milking the moment for every sinful pleasure it's worth is a Class A chump.
Really?
Wow, okay, I wasn't gonna say anything. Everyone needs to relax and have some downtime. But to call me a Class A chump, that's taking it a little too far. I feel like she was just trying to be a rebel. Alright, it looks like there actually is another quest over here. I gotta walk on the balance beam. Whew, it's actually a little nerve-wracking. Wait a minute, I don't see the quest. Oh, here it is. Mia, wow. A beautiful view to the city. We got a tour through New LA when we first got here, but I've spent all my time up in the administrative district around the barracks. Like, I kind of forgot that there's a city down there with civilians, as silly as that is to say. Hey, Mia, quite a view. Flunked again? Oh, stupid Walter is the worst instructor ever. Power tripping idiot. Yeah, can I help you? I'm kind of in a mood here, so make it quick before I bite your head off. What's going on, Mia? What's got you so riled up? Thanks for asking. I'm gonna explode if I don't vent to somebody. I'm a mechanic at the moment, but I've applied for a transfer to Blade. Except this idiot instructor, Walter, keeps failing me on the aptitude test. He says I can't handle ordnance correctly, says I'm not mentally prepared for Blade, and he's flunked me 45 times in a row. I don't know what's more impressive, the fact that Mia continues to take the test 45 times in a row, or that she has not improved either of those 45 times. I've been studying every day. I even keep a set of books in the bathroom, which is so very gross. Can you believe this? Why are you so set on joining Blade? Thank you for asking. It's about time a good listener showed up around here. I refuse to hole up in a safe little corner while the fight for human survival rages on outside. Or that's what I tell people. But outside NLA's walls is a whole world of experiences you could never find on Earth. It's got me burning with wanderlust. I want to set foot where no one has before, to see sights previously unseen. But Walter's got me trapped in this cage. I need out, man. I need to be free. I mean, as much as I want to provoke her to be a rebel, if she's failed the test 45 times, you'd have to think it's maybe for a reason. Look, if you're not fit for duty, you shouldn't venture outside of NLA. It is dangerous out there. Oh, look at that. It's another Walter. They're cloning them now. I don't need this hassle, man. I'll just duck out of NLA on my own if that's what it takes. It's decided then. I leave today and ain't nobody gonna stop me. You know, it's probably a little nuts to just run off without the proper equipment. Think you could find me some protective wear and some kind of weapon? I mean, you're pretty much my accomplice at this point anyway, right? Not right. I just told you not to go. When did I agree to help outfit Mia for her journey? I feel like I'm getting roped into this. I'm so glad I picked a reasonable person. Grab iron blades and some combat bodywear, then meet me back here. That should be enough to weather any unruly indigents I come across, yeah? Oh, and if you could hurry, that'd be great. I've got a fever for adventure, so I want to strike while the iron's hot. Why do I feel like helping Mia is going to literally get her killed? Okay, I suppose we have no choice at this point. If she's gonna go outside the city, then the least we can do is try to help her be actually prepared so she doesn't get killed. I guess we'll go down to Armory Alley and buy Mia the weapons and armor that she asked for. We haven't done much shopping in Armory Alley, so now's maybe a good time to do so. Thought I could fit through that gap there. Apparently I could not. Alright, shop terminal.
Hey!
Let's see. Weapons. What was it she wanted again? Iron blades? I guess those are dual swords. Iron blades, okay. Purchase. And then combat body wear, I think it was? Protective wear. Torso. No. Oh, wait. Combat body wear. $21,000! Mia, you gonna owe me big time, girl. Also, I don't know how she's gonna equip this, because you need to be level 15 to equip it, and I can't even equip it. And I passed the blade test, so... Anywho, guess we'll purchase it. And it looks like it was the right stuff, because my quest did update, so that's good. Let's go back and give this stuff to Mia. I love how she wanted, like, the most basic of swords, but... much higher quality armor. I mean, I suppose maybe she's being smart about this. She didn't cheap out on the armor part.
Hey!
Hey, welcome back. You just missed my best friend in the world, Walter. You'd be proud. I got another big lecture about giving up on becoming a blade operative, and I just shut up, smiled real big, and listened. Why bother arguing when I'm about to leave the nest? That is, assuming you got the equipment I asked for. First up, a weapon fit to cleave a Millosaur in twain. The Iron Blades. There you go. Awesome. Next, protective gear able to stop a charging suet in its tracks. Combat bodywear. Best present ever. With these bad boys, I can handle anything the indigents of Mira can dish out. Thank you so much. Wait, do I still not know your name? Wow, embarrassing. So, what is it? At this point, I'm like, should I even tell her my name? I feel like I'm gonna be complicit in this. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to decline to answer. That's weirdly mysterious, but okay, looks like someone needs a nickname. From now on, you're Chief. And no, you don't get a say in this. Alright, now that I'm all geared up, I'm off. I'll put those other blades to shame and have Walter eating his words by the end of the week. Thanks for everything, Chief. Catch you on the outside, yeah? Yeah, we're totally gonna regret this. If our next mission is recovering Mia's dead body from the wilds, well, you can see why I didn't give her my name. Mia received her gear and has set off into Mira's wilds. Away she goes. Alright. Arena and Elma both got a level up from doing that, so I suppose it's not all bad. I think what I want to do next is head down into the city proper. We haven't spent any time down there, as I mentioned. We've only spent time out and around the wilds, up in the administrative district and around the Blade Barracks, so how about we call it a day here? It's certainly been an action-packed episode full of adventure, and when we return next time, we're going to head down into New LA, explore a little bit, and hopefully there will be some quests down there that we can do to get to know the residents of New LA just a little bit better. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying my playthrough so far, and I'll see you guys back here soon for some more Xenoblade Chronicles X adventures.